and welcome to this week's video. I'm here sitting in front of my house at night to tell you once and for all why it is that insects are attracted to lights. Here you can see a type of light called a mercury vapor bulb that my friend Brina B set up next to the forest edge to see what kinds of insects we'd find.
Most insects have an incredibly short lifespan, so they don't have a lot of time to get lost or take a wrong turn and get confused as to where they are. And in order to avoid flying around in the dark and getting confused, they'll actually use stars as points of reference, or the moon, to help them make sure that they're going in a straight line, that they're not doing circles while they're either looking for a mate or a food source, which is super handy and has been an incredibly effective and helpful way for them to get where they've been going for hundreds of thousands of years, until we invented the electric light. And so now there are all of these low-lying stars that create confusion. And so light pollution is a serious issue for insects, and something that has maybe not been studied quite enough. It's really interesting to see just how many different species will show up at a light. They think that it is a star, they fly towards it, they whack right into it, and nowhere in their tiny bug brains does it say, what do I do when I hit the star? And so they fly back up off the ground and directly back into that light bulb. And that's when you see moths getting attracted to a flame or to a light bulb and just hitting it or accidentally lighting themselves on fire. They are just trying to navigate, and it's an unfortunate confusion that is created by all of our lovely lights at nighttime, and very unfortunate for a lot of bug species, and we're really starting to see the true impact of that.
Mercury vapor bulbs produce light in the UVA and UVB spectrum, which is the same spectrum as the sun. So when insects, particularly moths, arrive close enough to one, instead of continuously turning around and exhausting themselves looking for the star that they were never actually supposed to arrive at, they start perceiving the stimulus as daylight. And so they actually start to calm down to go to sleep, which is different than what you would see with other types of artificial light. Insects had been navigating the night skies with lots of success until the invention of the light bulb in 1880. When that happened and people all over the world started using light bulbs at night, insects found themselves with a couple of big problems. One problem is that the insects can hit the lights and get burnt. Another problem is that predators can learn that these lights attract an all-you-can-eat buffet, so insects become an easy target. Here's a black and white owl. This is a species you can find here in Costa Rica that is particularly fond of hunting near artificial lights. In the cloud forest town of Monteverde, where I live, there is even some evidence to suggest that insect-eating bat populations have actually increased since street lamps have been installed. Did you like the video? Don't forget to subscribe so you can watch all the others. We put up a new English language video on the first and third Friday of every month. Are you still feeling curious? Come travel with us in person and learn more about this planet and the people, plants, and animals that call it home. Check out humannatureexpeditions.com to get a glimpse of the types of trips we have to offer.